Thank you, Vina. To our duly elected officers of PaniqueniansUSA Incorporated, to the outgoing officers, members, guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm deeply honored and privileged that I was chosen to be the inducting officer for tonight's affair to one of the most prestigious organizations that I know in the Bay Area. And we're very proud because this is an organization that's looking after the welfare of our fellow Paniquenians. It's an organization that I used to work with way back home when I was still a councilor of our town. Whenever they conduct missions like dental and medical, I was there with them. My mind races back when I was still a councilor of our town, but unfortunately, my term would expire because I have already exceeded the term limit as provided for by Philippine law. Because I could no longer run for re-election because the next in run is my party mate. I could not run against him. I decided to leave our country, the Philippines, to venture for a greener pasture in a foreign land. I wanted to come to America, but I landed for a job in Europe instead. As mentioned earlier, I work in Germany. It was one of the saddest decisions I've made in my life. Earlier, I was talking to one of our friends and he told me, aren't you going back and run again for re-election? Because he told me, a politician is always a politician. I told him, at this point in time, I have not decided yet. I get to console my wife because sometimes she gets mad at me whenever he hears me that I'm going back to politics. In Germany, where I worked for almost 4 years, it was sometimes sad because unlike in America, that wherever you go, you could see a fellow Paniquenian. In 4 years that I stayed in Germany, I haven't seen a single Paniquenian except the immediate members of our family. But destiny would be so kind because last year, in the month of May, I and my wife moved from Germany to the US mainland. And as I was been dreaming in the past, if I would stay in the United States, it must be in California. I have traveled across from east to west. I have gone to the north when I was still coming here in the United States as a tourist. And I have decided, should I come to America, it must be California. Not only in California, it must be in the Bay Area, the home of PaniqueniansUSA. Living in the Bay Area is like living in my hometown, in our hometown. And joining this organization just gave me back the hope to be of service to Paniqui once again. With various programs and objectives, I believe I could participate, even with my big resources, small they might be. But what's important is, I could be back in service to Paniqui once again. I've been here in the past. I have already attended 3 fiestas of Paniquenians. And when I came here, I didn't expect that I would see more than what I knew of Paniquenians. I have seen this organization run by competent, reliable, devoted, and responsible leaders, with members displaying harmonious and cooperative working relationship with one another. Truly, this is an organization that excels above any other organization. With various programs, the construction of these deep wells, as mentioned earlier, I witnessed this. The distribution of boats, the conduct of dental, vision, and medical missions, the giving of scholarship programs, and financial assistance to deserving students in Paniqui, and many, many more. Truly, this organization is one that serves and helps the people of Paniqui. So to the incoming officers, I challenge you, keep up the good work. Continue to live with the good name that this organization has been known for. Ang sabi nga, keep the fire burning. And do not forget the culture, the values, and the traditions that every one of us has inherited from our hometown. As we are able, we continue to share the blessings we receive from God to our less fortunate kababayans in our hometown. Once again, thank you, mabuhay, and good evening.